can do there because this guy is a weapon.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. Staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
And that play just shows you this quarterback trusts his wide receiver because he knows that route has to be adjusted to get beyond the first down marker. These two right now really on the same page.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Yeah, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
A little surprising that they didn't go for two, but they're still down by a point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Howard. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Oh, it's out! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. Nice move, creates some space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The short hands, it's Thurman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw. It's back. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Dogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard.
Running toward the tape. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
Little touch pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Howard. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on.
It's a fake. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. The throw. And they get it done. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Threw a pick last time. Almost threw another one. But you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Finds his man. It's Frazier. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia going up tempo. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 22, Georgia 14.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Oh, no, the ball popped out. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
He's going for it all. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last three.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for a crease to the left. And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, big moment for the defense now because you know you're one play away from winning this thing. You've got a one-possession lead. You've just forced 3 straight incompletions. Do you have enough left in the tank for one more stop?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Handoff from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On second down, wants to throw. Getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Coming after it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the rising drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Touchdown, Dogs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. Got a man. It's Judkins. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And this ball will go out of bounds. Nobody recovers, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off.
Texas.
Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
First down for the offense. Here's the handoff. Open space at the 25. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They'll give it to him again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Howard. Oh, he wants it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Getting set for the point after. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On the run, it's Blue. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Ewers. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those downs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Texas 0.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Judkins. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field, Texas. When you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and give...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorn!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is no good! No good, and they're still down 1. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Buckeyes get it past the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw at Tower. Right down to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell